What's going on, guys? So today Canopy Growth has had a huge sell-off. They're down currently 15% on the day, currently sitting at $36.19. Today we're going to be talking about Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis. We're going to be getting into details with Canopy's earnings because that is the main reason as to why Canopy Growth is seeing a huge decline today. But it's not just Canopy and Aurora, the whole sector seems to be in the red today. We're going to be talking about that. Before we get this video started, don't forget, give me a quick little thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and let's get this video started. The markets do seem to slowly be recovering right now. The S&P 500 is only down 0.01%. The Dow 30 is now up 0.09%. Earlier they were down. Nasdaq is still down 0.34%. Russell 2000 is down 0.46%. Crude oil down. Gold seems to be the only thing in the green right now at 0.52%. So now we're going to take a look at and just as I refreshed it, the S&P 500 is now in the green, so markets might slowly be recovering before the end of the day. But as you can see, Aurora Cannabis is currently down in the red, 5.64%. Tesla is down 2.89%. NEO is down. Planet 13 is down 5.07%. Hexo is down 6%. Afria is down 7.7%. And of course, Canopy Growth currently down 14.8%. If we're looking over here, they're down 14.96%. Huge sell-off. Also, I did purchase some Canopy shares today. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll share you guys how much shares I purchased and at what price I purchased some Canopy Growth shares. So if you guys are interested into what price I purchased Canopy, I'll make a video as to why I'm purchasing Canopy shares. I'll show you guys the price, everything, etc. But right now we're going to be looking at these Canopy Growth charts, and as you can see, I have two red lines here that I have previously drawn in the past, so we're going to extend them now to today's date. This line right here at around $38.50 was previously acting as a support, so I'm going to extend that all the way here. And then we have another line right here at around $32, which I think anything in between these two lines I would consider a strong buy. Now I'm going to be honest, I didn't think Canopy Growth would go down to these numbers ever again, especially after that Constellation brand deal. But as you can see right here, this is almost immediately after the Constellation brand deal. Right here, Canopy Growth was sitting at $32. Canopy had a huge run when they had that Constellation deal, went up to as high as $75. We've seen them go below this support right here, went as low as $35 and then had a huge bounce back again. And once again, we're seeing Canopy Growth in between these two lines, which I consider a strong buy. Don't forget, this is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes. Always do your own due diligence and don't just purchase companies because I'm purchasing them. But yes, I started a position with Canopy Growth. I'm not going to talk about the price, but right now it's in between these lines. If it goes below this $32 line, I will definitely be considering adding more to my position. I would be very surprised to see Canopy Growth below $30, but at this point anything is possible. We're going to zoom into these charts, take a look at what's happening today. So as you can see right here, huge gap down. Canopy started off the day with a huge gap down. Yesterday they were up as high as $42.17. Started off the day all below $40. We gapped down all the way below $40. Been downtrending the whole day. Broke below this previous support line. Now it's a possibility that this line might start acting as a resistance. We're not sure yet. We're going to see how Canopy recovers. As of now, Canopy does seem to be oversold. We went as low as $35.88 today, which is very, very close to our 52-week lows. Our 52-week lows are $34.36. If we're looking at technical analysis for Canopy Growth, Canopy is currently a neutral, a sell, and a strong sell in the past day. 1 minute is a neutral, sell, and a sell. And in the past week, it's just not looking good for Canopy Growth. And even with this huge sell-off, Canopy Growth is still the biggest pot stock with a market cap of $14.75 billion. No price to earnings, of course, because they're not a profitable company. I actually read an article saying how Canopy Growth probably won't be profitable for the next 2 to 3 years. Price to revenue is at 66. Price to sales is at 66. Price to book is at 2.06. We're going to look at Canopy earnings real soon, but for now I want to do the same thing for Aurora. I'm going to talk about Aurora charts real quick. I mentioned this in many videos in the past, talking about how usually when one company does bad, it seems to drag the whole sector down, and that's what we're seeing today. Canopy Growth is now dragging the sector down. We've seen Afria do it, we've seen Cantros do it, and now Canopy is dragging the whole sector down with their disappointing earnings. And we're gonna zoom out here a bit. So as you can see right here, I have these two lines, and if you guys watched my previous videos, you guys will know that I've had these lines drawn in for quite some time now. And as you can see, Aurora Cannabis has been downtrending for pretty much since April, and they've been downtrending in between this red and the green line. This is support, this is resistance, and they've been consistently bouncing off this support, off this resistance. Its most recent run, we've seen Aurora go slightly above it, and I did mention this in my previous video talking about how this could easily be acting as a resistance and Aurora can continue to decline, or if it breaks above it, it could potentially mean that we're going to start uptrending. But as you can see right now, the downtrend is still continuing. We're still downtrending, and we officially broke below this $8 support line. I'm going to extend this line so you guys can see it. Aurora is now below this $8 support line, and we still continue to downtrend. So the thing is, now it's a possibility that Aurora could potentially be going all the way down to where I consider it to be a strong buy at around $7, this support line. And when it gets closer to this line, I will be considering adding more Aurora shares. I will most likely be making a video about that when or if that happens. And then if it breaks this below this $7 support line, I do see a strong support here at around $6.15. So it's not looking good for the pod sector right now. I still have not added any Aurora shares. I am very tempted to add Aurora shares, but I will wait until it gets a little closer to the support line, if that even happens. For now, I'm pretty satisfied with my Canopy Growth shares that I've purchased. Aurora currently has a market cap of 8.24 billion, so still a lot smaller than Canopy Growth, sitting at 14 billion. We're going to look at their numbers real quick. Aurora's price to revenue is at 53, price to sales is at 163, and I think Canopy's was in the 60s. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing for American charts, and as you can see, it's almost the same pattern, downtrending in between these two lines. We have a support here for Aurora in $6 American. My next big support is right here at around $5 American. At this point, I'm actually even tempted to start an American position with Aurora. So now we're going to be looking at Canopy Growth's earnings. So Canopy reported their earnings yesterday 4 p.m. after the markets closed, and they reported a net revenue of 90.5 million Canadian dollars. So comparing that to the previous quarter, which also had a full 3 months of recreational sales, in Q4, the company had a net revenue of 226 million. Sequentially, the company revenue fell 59%, which is why investors are concerned. Last quarter, Canopy Growth released $226 million net revenue. This quarter, 90.5 million. So in Q1, Canopy managed to sell a total of 10,549 kilograms of product compared to 9,362 in Q4. The increase comes as positive news, indicating that the company was able to expand product sales during the quarter. So the company sold about 7,673 kilograms of dry recreational cannabis. In addition, Canopy Growth sold 1,387 kilograms in soft gel format. It also sold 807 kilograms of dried medical cannabis and 682 kilograms in soft gel and oil format. So Canopy Growth also delivered a gross margin of 15%, which declined slightly from 16% in Q4. Another thing I want to add is analysts were expecting Canopy Growth to have $109 million of gross revenue, but as you know by now, they had $90.5 million in net revenue, so that's about $19 million less than what was expected. So on top of that, Canopy Growth's cost also grew, with total operating expenses rising 73% to just over $229 million. As you can see, just by looking at these charts right now, it's not looking good for Canopy at all. Not only did they release very disappointing earnings, they also had the recent news where they fired their CEO Bruce Linton. But at the end of the day, this is still a company that has a lot of money to back them up. They have $5 billion in cash, and they have a company like Constellation Brands backing them up. This is still a very young industry, so I do believe that it probably won't be getting any worse for Canopy unless some sort of allegation comes up, which I don't see them doing. I will be very surprised to see Canopy Growth go below $30. Right now, I already purchased some Canopy shares. I personally consider Canopy a buy, especially at these prices. We're near the bottom, the rock bottom of the 52-week lows. So can it get worse for Canopy unless they're doing something illegal, something comes up that is unexpected? I don't think it could get any worse. After these earnings, I only see them going up from here, but at this point anything's possible. So yes, it's looking very ugly for Canopy growth right now, especially after those earnings. Anyways, that's it for Aurora and Canopy. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on these recent earnings. Also, are you guys purchasing any Canopy shares? Have you guys picked up any Aurora? Any companies you guys are looking at right now? Just comment that down in the comment section. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.